Okay, I promised I would do the last couple problems that I didn't get to in the lecture. So example 8, show that g of f of x is not equivalent to f of g of x. All right, sometimes they are, okay, but he is telling us up front that these two functions are not, I'm going to tell you right now, if they're not equivalent, that means they are not inverse of each other. If they were equal, then they would be inverse, but he didn't tell us that. The last thing we're going to do it, both of them, to see what happens. So f of g of x will look like this. All of g gets place of the x right here, so that's 4 times 2x squared plus 5x. Simplify it, and that's 8x squared plus 20x. Oh, I forgot the plus 1. There's a plus 1 here. Plus 1 was outside of the 4x plus 1, so I got to go plus 1 there. Okay. G of f of x means all of f gets plugged into this x and this x. So that would look like 2 times 4x plus 1 all squared plus 5 times 4x plus 1. That's a binomial squared, so that's 2 times 16 plus product of those two doubled, 8x plus 1 squared is 1, plus 5 times 4 is 20x, plus 5 times 1 is 5. Simplify that bad boy, and make sure I close that parenthesis. That's an x right here. 2 times 16x, that should be 16x squared. I don't know why I didn't write it. 32x squared. Then there was a plus 8, that's times 2, plus 16x plus a 2, plus a 20x plus a 5. Simplifying that, 32x squared. These two go together, plus 36x. These two go together, plus 7. And it's clearly obvious that this is not equal to this. That didn't work. Thought I was going to get something there. How did I do that before? There. There. This is not equal to that. To prove the inequality, see, this is sufficient to prove that this inequality is true in general. Well, yeah, the only time that they are equal is if they're special, they're inverse of each other, but that's for another lesson. Finding functions that form a given composite. So what we're saying, if we're looking at f of g of x, he wants you to identify what f of x is. And then what would g of x have to be? Well, f of x would be everything that's not on the inside. It's easier to look for g. You see how this is in here once and this is here twice? That must have been the small function that was being eaten, x squared minus 5. And then if you think about all of this is something cubed minus 4 times something plus 3, then there's my f of x. It's the something cubed minus 4 times something, and this is my something, plus 3. So there are the two functions that was being embedded in that problem. And let me just say, was there another page? No, that was the last problem. So there are the two problems. I'm going to stop the recording and upload it.